So today, we're diving into something a lot of people are curious about, but also kind of intimidated by. How does ChatGPT actually work? Now, don't worry. I'm not going to throw a bunch of techie words at you like deep learning algorithms or language models with trillions of parameters. No, none of that. I'm explaining this like we're chatting over tea and biscuits. Simple, chill, and easy to follow. No tech degree required. Part 1. The basics. First off, ChatGPT is a kind of AI, but not the sci-fi robot kind. It's more like a super smart parrot. Yeah, a parrot, but not just any parrot. Imagine a parrot that has read almost everything. Books, websites, news, recipes, Reddit comments, you name it. Billions of words. Now, this parrot doesn't understand what it's reading the way you or I would. Instead, it's memorizing patterns. Like, oh, when someone says knock knock, the next line is usually who's there. So when you ask ChatGPT a question, it's not thinking like a human. It's just guessing the next word in the sentence over and over again. Kind of like playing the world's most epic fill-in-the-blank game. Let's say you type, "What's the capital of France?" ChatGPT isn't browsing Google or calling a friend in Europe. It's remembering that in most of the text it read, the words capital of France were often followed by Paris. So it's like a guessing game, but with really good odds. Part 2. How it was trained. Okay, now you might be thinking, how did it get this smart in the first place? Great question. Picture this. ChatGPT went to the biggest school ever, like a school with no walls and infinite homework. Its teachers? The internet. It read articles, books, websites, all kinds of stuff. But hey, race the twist. It wasn't reading to understand. It was just reading to spot patterns. That's it. So if it saw the sentence dogs bark and cats over and over, it learned the word that usually follows is meow. It's like learning a dance routine, not because you know why the steps go that way, but just because you've watched it 1,000 times. Basically, it got really good at predicting what word usually comes next in any sentence. It's not magic. It's muscle memory. Word muscle memory. Part 3. What happens when you ask it something? All right, let's say you hop on your phone and type, "Tell me a story about a dragon who loves cupcakes." Here's where the fun starts. ChatGPT goes, what's a word that usually starts a story? Maybe once. Then it thinks, okay, if I said once, what usually comes next? Probably upon. Then a, the time, and boom, you get once upon time. Then it keeps going word by word, sentence by sentence, until you've got a whole story about a cupcake-craving dragon. It doesn't have that story saved somewhere. It's not pulling from a folder called Cute Dragon Tales. It's inventing on the spot, based on how stories like that usually sound. Kind of like when you freestyle a bedtime story by just saying what sounds right. Part 4. Why it feels so smart. Now you might be thinking, but it sounds so smart. Sometimes I forget I'm talking to a bot. Totally get it. But here's the secret. It's not smart. Not really. It's just really good at sounding smart. It doesn't know things the way people do. It's more like someone who's watched every single episode of your favorite show and can perfectly predict what the characters will say next. Let me give you an example. If I said, "Roses are red, violets are," you already know what comes next, right? Blue. ChatGPT works the same way, except it's doing that 1,000 times faster and with almost every sentence ever written online. But here's the catch. If you ask something weird like, "Roses are red, cookies are chewy, what's the meaning of life?" it might just start guessing based on other weird things it has seen, even if they don't make perfect sense. Part 5, the limits. So here's the part people need to know. ChatGPT can be wrong, and sometimes it's confidently wrong. Like you could ask, "Who won the World Cup in 2023? And it might say, "Bananas." Just kidding. But seriously, it might give a totally wrong answer if it wasn't trained on up-to-date info, or got the pattern wrong. This is what we call a hallucination. Basically, it made something up but said it like a boss. So yeah, it's cool, but you still gotta double check what it says.